All right, the Indianapolis Colts get the news that they've been waiting for. If you're new to the channel, we are Detroit Lions fans, but this channel is fully dedicated to teams that just get overlooked by the national media and just don't get talked about like they should. Colts, definitely one of those teams, having a hot season, lost 2 of 3. We'll get into that as well. But here's really 3 things that Colts fans have been waiting for and finally kind of get the news. Number 1, your quarterback is good to go. He declared, Shane Steichen said that Daniel Jones, good to go. Like I said, he's going to practice this week and be fine. I mean, just like he played in the game, we should be good to go. So there's been an injury that's like, he's fine, right? It's like, well, I'm going to hold him out, rest him. It's like, okay, but he's fine. Yes, he's fine and he's good to go. So that's good news. And then the Texans will also be getting starting quarterback CJ Stroud back. He was a full participant on Wednesday. He's been out like 3-4 weeks. So an interesting matchup and one that you have to be excited if you're a Colts fan because, number 1, you're playing meaningful games late into the season. That's goal number 1. Just entertain me into the holidays. I love it. So you've got the Colts doing that. Check the box there. The second thing is they're leading the division even after losing 2 of 3. And now you get a head-to-head matchup with another divisional opponent. You win this, and now it's just kind of like it's basically your division, right? So love that. The other good news, let me see. You saw this in the thumbnail. An interesting one here, just kind of a headline that's easy to pass up, is that you place a guy in injured reserve, you elevate George Odom, and then you sign Cameron Mitchell to the practice squad. Now, this is just, again, this guy's not leading you to the Super Bowl by any means, but he was a 5th-round pick by the Cleveland Browns in the 23 draft. Has had some injuries, went to Northwestern, 5'11", 190 pounds. Like this guy is like actually played some meaningful snaps for the Browns. It's not just some guy that has no playing experience rookie. This guy's got a little action to him, and it's just, again, this is not groundbreaking news, but it's like, okay, added another guy. Because the reason I bring this up, you think about GMs and the work that they do, and the Colts GM doing good things this offseason in free agency and the draft, but you forget, like, all throughout the season, trying to pick up these little guys, trying to pick up these little moves that could pay dividends down the road. You just never know, right? So love that one. That was the guy in the thumbnail, was Cameron Mitchell. Now, here's where we're at. Patriots, Broncos, Colts. So still the 3 seed. You're a division leader. And here are the Texans. So this is an opportunity this week to just knock them out of it. They'll be 6-6, and you would move to 9-3. Right? Even after losing 2 out of 3, you're just in such a great spot that don't lose focus of that, basically. And so, yes, you're going to hit a rough patch. Don't let it be a monster rough patch, I guess is what I'm saying. And so if the Colts can hang in there and win this game, they'll be right back on track. They'll be right in that top 3 tier where they just won't be caught by their people in division or other seeds, right? Top 1, 2, 3. Then you're focused on, okay, can we be a 2 seed or something? Can we possibly get that 1 seed in a bye? Broncos have a tough road ahead of them. They play the Chiefs twice. Broncos have a tough schedule. Patriots, I don't know. But if you look at the Broncos schedule, we won't look at it, but it's not that easy. So interesting. Now, another thing that has really been kind of the catalyst for this turnaround this year, the Indianapolis Colts, PFF has you rated the 2nd best offensive line, which you can see they've got all their players in blue ink here. If you go down to the bottom, that means their PFF grade's good and they're headed where they're supposed to be. Here's the Los Angeles Chargers all the way at the bottom. Every player's in the red. They just terrible. You have an offensive line. Just think about this formula as you go forward now. Offensive line, quarterback that overall I mean, obviously, you just have to be like, tip of the cap. You've settled us down as just like a legitimate like franchise. You've settled the franchise down. Thank you, Daniel Jones. You have an all-star running back. You've got receivers. And then you've got a defense that, for the most part, can give you some elite performances. But for the most part, just a good defense. All you can ask for. And then, like I said, they have that ceiling. They have that potential every once in a while to give you a really good performance. And that's important because you've got to play complementary football, but there's times where the offense is just not going to have it. Can the defense go win that game on their whole side? Like, so Dan Campbell says that, all right, one side of the ball doesn't have it. Can the other one be so good that it doesn't matter? I think your defense can do that. I think your offense can do that. Again, not like an every week elite offense, but one that can just boom, all of a sudden your running back's doing his thing. You're hitting passes. I mean, that's the kind of stuff. So the Colts are a team that when you look at the AFC standings, and we've seen enough football now to know, yeah, Patriots, obviously, they must be good. They're 10-2. But is anyone just like terrified to play them? No. Broncos, man, they just got to give them credit. They've won 8 in a row. Same thing. They must be good. You have to be good to win 8 games in a row. But are you terrified of them? Ravens they've won 5 in a row now. Chargers don't have a good offensive line. Jags are up and down. Bills, what's going on? Right? So you look, my point is when you look at the playoffs and the opportunity that the Colts have in front of them this year, why not the Colts? That's kind of where it's at right now is let's get in the playoffs because the AFC was once this crazy, you basically had no chance because you would have to go through Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, CJ Stroud, Lamar, Justin Herbert. Like it just wasn't going to happen. Now all of a sudden, you're like, oh my gosh, the Chiefs may not make it. The Texans, you just go around. If there was ever a year, it just feels like this is a little wedge your way in and make a run type of year. When before it was like those 4-headed monster AFC quarterbacks. Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough. I don't know what to tell you. No, it's open and there's opportunity there. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Daniel Jones ready to go. Colts ready to get back into this thing and see what they can do as far as just making a run and just be happy as a fan. Man, because we're playing meaningful games. I love that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments and we'll see all of you on the next one.